I have been a huge Dragon Ball fan since I was a little kid. It is my favorite anime ever. I loved watching it after Cartoon Network ended and Toonami came on with my brother. Not only do I love the show, but I also love the games, specifically Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I love replaying this game as the character creator is so much fun, and being able to make your own fun combos and own special moveset is really cool. But what if we weren't allowed to use those cool special moves? What if you were only allowed to use basic punches and ki blasts? I asked myself this question: is it possible to beat Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 basic attacks only? The rules are simple. I am only allowed to use basic attacks. I'm not allowed to use any super or ultimate attacks. Evasive attacks are also not allowed, as most of them do damage. Awoken skills are allowed, however, I will only be using them if the game forces me to, just to give myself more of a challenge. I am also not allowed to edit my outfit, accessories, QQ Bang, or Super Soul. Or anything of the sorts for that matter. I'm also not allowed to use items in battle. To give myself an extra challenge, I decided I'm only allowed to do the main quest. This means I can only do whatever the game tells me to do for XP and progression, so I'm not allowed to do special events or parallel quests unless forced to do so. Anyways, without further ado, let's get this challenge started. We start off by making our own character. There are 5 races you can choose from. We choose Earthling as they have both offenses and defenses, and they grow stronger when they have max ki, and since we can't use super or ultimate attacks, that means we won't lose any ki at all, and we'll keep the buff. We then customize our character to make him the most beautiful thing known to mankind, and name him Crackjack. And we're off. We start the game fighting Raditz with Goku while Piccolo charges his Galaxy Note 7. Our damage isn't the worst for early game, but not being able to use super and ult attacks will come back to bite us. Me and Goku smack up Raditz and the first mission of the game is over. We level up and then we're sent to the lobby. If you're wondering what I'm going to put my attribute points to, I'll be putting it into mostly basic attacks. I'll also put some in HP and a little bit into stamina. We're then forced to do a parallel quest, level up from it, then we're off to the next mission. I do want to point out that we're starting to fall behind on levels, so I hope that doesn't mess us up in the long run. Now we have to fight Nappa with the Z Squad. We gun him down, then we are pulled over to Goku, who's fighting the original Goku Black. We then get saved by the hero and return to the place it was before to finish off Nappa and smack up Vegeta. Then they both turn into giant monkeys. This fight is kinda tough as we do very little damage to their shields, and even when it drops, we do very little damage to their base health too. This is especially true for Vegeta. We take down Nappa, then 2 small children help us fight Vegeta. But even with them, we do very little damage. I get dangerously low on HP and have to play on the defensive from range, which makes me do even less damage. However, with enough perseverance, we can beat the level. We level up a little, and then we're off to fighting deformed Barney the Dinosaur and him. We fight them for a little till being interrupted by Shrek, then the goat arrives, scaring him off. We then fight a boosted Barney, smack him up with Vegetable, and we beat the level. We level up and then go to fight the Power Rangers. Raccoon and Guldo go down easy, same with Jace and Burger. Then suddenly the goat comes in to help Jace. However, it's just Captain Ginyu in his body. The real goat comes in to help us smack him up, and he gets his body back. Only for Turles to hold down Goku so Ginyu could take his body. We still smack them up and Goku gets his body back and Captain Ginyu turns into a frog. We level up more, then go to fight First Form Frieza. We get him low, then he beats up Reject Piccolo. Then suddenly, the original Goku Black and Shrek fight us at the same time. The first part of this fight is a piece of cake, but then Team Rocket boosts them up. This is when the fight gets insanely tough. I actually die here. I have to restart back to their first phase and play a lot more defensively here. And we eventually pass it. We then fight off Frieza in his final form so Goku can use the Spirit Bomb, throws it, and everyone lives happily. We then witness the greatest moment in anime history and start to absolutely destroy Frieza. Namek starts to explode and now... Wait, is that Cooler? Yo, what's up, man? I go back to the hub and level up as Cooler was absolutely smacking me up. Then we go back to the fight and beat Cooler and Frieza. I level up my stats. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying that I leveled up. Just assume after every mission that I level up, and at the end of the video, I'll show all my stats. Anyways, now we are saving future Gohan from an angry robot. Then suddenly a Team Rocket executive appears and we gotta fight him. And then the goat steps in and he goes down. Then we go check on the future goat, but he's getting attacked by the same angry robot. Then Peak steps in, we smack him up too, and that's the end of that.
We then go to fight an angry brat. Then suddenly a stinky cockroach goes on to ruin the fun. We try and stop him, but the cockroach gets a little freaky. We go on to fighting a Team Rocket executive again, and now we have to fight very angry children. We beat them up, and then the second best moment in anime history happens. We now get to fight it's Metal Cooler. Yeah, we're just gonna skip this section, cause it's just kinda boring. I don't like the Metal Cooler movie. We now get to fight Peak with Gohan. This is when enemies start having a lot of health, so fights are gonna take longer, and we have to play more safe. We smack him up, and Peak gets disintegrated. We then have to do a massive raid tutorial, and now we're on to fighting Broly. We have to defend Goku from Broccoli so he can fight the angry vegetable. We fight him off, and now have to fight Fat Patrick. We beat him up, Vegeta knocks out children, and he sacrifices himself. We then fight with massive failure against angry Patrick, then Broly off the Za interrupts the fight, then we get to fight Janemba off the Za with reformed vegetable. We now have to fight baby Patrick off the Za, who's an absolute tank with Vegeta while Goku's charging the Arc. He throws it at the small child, and we win the fight. We now get to fight definitely not Bardock, smack him up, then the Team Rocket executive appears again, and we have to fight him too. We beat him up, and now have to fight an angry cat who's a huge tank. However, this fight is insanely easy. We now get to fight through Resurrection F. The beginning of this is so annoying. It is a pain to fight all of the Frieza soldiers at once, as you can't finish a combo off on one, as the other will interrupt it. I actually died to the Frieza's first form as the Frieza soldiers got me low. On the second attempt, I play a lot more passively and fight with Jocko, and we eventually beat Frieza. Now we get to fight the Yellow Lizard with blueberry flavored Goku. We beat him down a little bit, and oh, come on, Metal Cooler again? We beat him up with Vegeta, and then smack down Frieza, and then right afterwards, we fight both of them again, and then beat them up, and that's it. We then fight Whis, which is a little annoying because of his health, but we take him down. We now get to fight definitely not Bardock with the goat. He goes down easy, and then we get to fight the Team Rocket executive for the 100th time. And then it turns out that the guy that definitely wasn't Bardock is Bardock. We are now forced to fight the hero, the so-called strongest Time Patrol. Yeah, he's insanely easy. Once we beat him, he gets Thanos snapped, and now we're on to the final mission of the game. But first, we have to do this insanely long side quest with Great Sandman to progress. We're also forced to use an Awoken skill for the first and only time. On to the final mission of the game. We have to stop the Team Rocket leader from killing Dragonair. She's a piece of cake, and now, for the final time, have to fight the Team Rocket executive. We smack him up, but then he gets on the Zob, but we still take him down. Then he decides that this Team Rocket joke is stupid and absorbs the Team Rocket leader and becomes the final boss, Mira Final Form. This dude is incredibly tanky and can do a lot of damage, but with the help of Goku and with enough back and forth and perseverance, we can take him out. We throw a Kamehameha at him and figure out that it is 100% possible to beat Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 basic attacks only. Here was the level I reached and my stats. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys a ton for watching. This challenge was very fun to play, and I'm thinking about doing this challenge with Super and Ultimate attacks only. Comment down below if you guys want to see that. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.